All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for real people just like you right there. Just like me. I get angry. What's the matter with him? Um, I've got the backwood spirit. Here it is. That's my problem. Fresh from the can. Open up the can and you'll get some backwood spirit. This came out a couple of years ago. I like it. Not everybody will like it. Black Crowes, Allman Brothers, just that old school twanging guitar. It's got a country, a southern rock vibe to it. And it's a band from Sweden, for crying out loud, doing something that bands from Sweden aren't really known for. But I would check it out. It's really good stuff. It tastes good. It's fresh from the can. You know what doesn't taste good? Lip syncing. You may think, well, lips are okay. Depends on the lips. Anyway, lip syncing, not so much. And apparently it's really becoming a big deal in the world of rock music. Now, at halftime, I don't even, who's at halftime today? I should know this. I don't. I am so disconnected from the Super Bowl. Teams are in there that I don't really care about. Obscene commercials I'm not going to want to see. And then my ears are going to get destroyed during halftime. And then my eyes aren't going to do much better watching whatever they have for halftime. Anyway, folks, can you guess I'm not watching the Super Bowl this year? I have no interest. My interest in the big game has been waning, but lip syncing has been on the increase. And in recent years, more and more artists have been given a pass for relying on pre-recorded tracks, drum triggers, and other assorted technology that makes concerts more synthetic, but also more consistent. Now, just this article alone is almost like, hey, dude, hey, geezer, hey, boomer, what's your problem with tracks, right? So Stephen Pearcy, who is still technically the lead vocalist for Rat, because Rat is still together and he is the singer, calls it BS. And he loves the real S. He doesn't like the BS. Instead, he likes the RS. But you know, they go on here for better or worse. Pre-recorded tracks are becoming increasingly common for touring artists of all levels and genres, and they're not just used in pop music, which they're going to be used at halftime. Many rock artists utilize playback tracks to varying degrees. Now, Stephen Pearcy, who is still singing, he sounds pretty good. I mean, I've listened to some of his stuff in recent years, and it's not as embarrassing as a lot of other singers at his age. Recently, he was asked a few questions about singers who lip sync, including like Taylor Swift, and said, yeah, I kind of expect that, but maybe not her. She's a real kind of gal. But then he went on to say, I think it's BS, really, he continued. And my peers are doing this kind of BS. He talked about Motley Crue saying, I love my guys in Motley Crue, but when that bleep is everywhere on stage and your bass is piped in, that kind of stuff eats at me. But it's not my gig. I don't do it. I wouldn't do it. I'm old school, new-minded, but old school. He's got a new mind, but he's old school. But then again, he uses a phrase that I often use around the house. He says, you know, it is what it is. I say it all the time. This traffic situation, it is what it is. In March of 2020, Shinedown guitarist Zach Myers said that 90%, 90% of rock artists use at least some pre-recorded tracks during their live performances. He told Rockfeed, it bothers me that it bothers people. I'm like, why does this bother you? It's the way it is. People have been around doing this since the 1980s. And we want the sound to be the best that it can be. Well, by golly, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go down to the blues bar down the street where I'm 10 feet from the stage. I'm going to sit at a little round table. I'm going to order some Pabst Blue Ribbon. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to watch a bunch of guys crank out some of the best music that I've ever heard. Done. And guess what? They won't be piping in anything. The only thing that'll be piped in is the smoke that's, actually it's not, it's already there. But you know what I'm saying? This is just a ridiculous cop-out. It's admitting that, hey, everybody's doing it. Remember when you were a kid? You know, if Johnny was going to jump off the bridge, would you do it too? Yeah, Mom, 90% of the kids are now jumping off the bridge. So yes, I would do it too. I mean, if you really want to have a big splash in the water and kill yourself, then yeah, you want to jump off the bridge, Mom. And if you want that sound to be really good, you're going to pipe some of it in. And with technology, it's becoming more stealth and more sophisticated. So you don't even know. I'll give you an example. The tour that I went to see in 2017 with Journey and Def Leppard sounded much different than when I saw Journey again. And I'm talking specifically about Journey. I saw Journey last year with Toto. And the lead singer for Journey sounded much different than he did in 2017. It was a vast improvement. And I jumped to the conclusion that there was some kind of vocal coaching or some kind of psychological thing that happened. There was some kind of a breakthrough. And then somebody tapped me on the shoulder, metaphorically, virtually, and said, nope, that's probably not it. That's probably being fixed somewhere in the stadium. It's in the soundboard, and there's a way for them to do it. And I'm just like, but it's so real. And that's what we're up against. Everything is so real that virtual is so good that nobody knows if it's real or fake, right? But if I go down to the blues bar, and I would rather go down to the blues bar than go to see this guy assumes that everybody wants to see a show. Okay, maybe some people want to see the show. I want to hear some great music played by some great musicians who know how to operate the equipment, how to plug the guitar in and play it, and the bass and the drums and whatever else they got there. So yeah, and the singer, we're going to pipe in the singer. We're going to adjust the singer. We're going to fix the singer before it gets to your ears. You're going to hear what you're supposed to hear. The pitch is going to be a little different. That high note, no problem. That was the thing, waiting for the high note and going, oh, he nailed it. I mean, this is so much better. And I'm sitting there being very convinced, and then I'm being told later that the whole thing was an illusion. So 90%, according to this guy, 90% of rock artists use at least some pre-recorded tracks during their live performances. And you're paying how much to go see the show? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know what's worth it? Backwoods Spirit right here. Fresh from the can. Totally worth it. Go find the CD. Support the artist. Tell him some weird guy in America is talking about your music. Guy's got a few issues, but at least he plugged your CD. So that's what you need to do. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Patreon. Hey, if you're not watching the Super Bowl and you want to support the channel for $1 a month, something like that, to show your solidarity with me, or do a YouTube membership for $2.99, we can all commiserate together. The world's going to be a great place. IGY, it's like a Donald Fagen song. We're all getting in our bunker and we'll go underground because, the balloons are coming, people. There are more balloons on the way, so buckle up for those balloons. All right, see you soon.